Hello, my beautiful ones, and welcome to this week's reading for August 28th until September 3rd. I'm so excited because we're riding the wave of this amazing Mercury being retrograde, and we're having a full moon. A full moon that is, being, it's being accompanied by two portal days, actually. So just to get started, so we're talking about the week of 28th of August until September 3rd. So that's how we're getting into the new month. And we're getting there by having a full moon on August 23rd. And that rides us with a portal day on August 23rd until September 1st. So that's the energies that we're going to have for this week. So I'm very excited what the cards are going to say to that. Again, I'm traveling when I'm recording this, so I didn't bring my, extra thingies for the card decks. So this time for your personal message, please think about, if the left one resonates with you, the center or the right. I'm actually thinking of letting go of my little pieces because left, center, and right works very good as well. All right. If you don't know me, if you haven't heard, if it's your first time listening into my energy readings, my name is May. I'm an energy wave savant and coach for empaths and highly sensitives. And my vision is to teach as many empaths as possible how to navigate, how to serve their own energy waves. But not just that, because, it's not about just, accepting and allowing yourself to know and understand yourself better as an empath. No, I want to take you a step further. I want you to be self-determined in your own life, in your own energy. Be the one that, masters and has power over your own energy field, because I know every empath can. And not only that, how you can actually create a life of ease, a life that is determined by yourself, that is filled with magical moments. That's where I want to take you. All right, if that resonates with you, come and, check out my website and send me an email. Let's talk, and I'll explain to you what kind of programs I can offer you. And yes, let's get started. Let's get started with the cards. As always, I am going to call in our spiritual guides, our ancestors, our angels, and all the energies that work with us to support us. And while I do this, you have a moment for yourself to feel into, which cards are going to be resonating for your personal message. Again, I said we have the left, center, and right. Just feel into it, which of those resonate with you. And again, because I think I might have not said it last time, I'm saying it this time. Sometimes it can be more than one deck, right? It can be the cards on the left and the cards on the right, or maybe even all three. Just feel into what feels intuitively right for yourself. Take this moment, take a deep breath, feel into it while I call in the spirits. And in case you need to take a little bit longer time to do that, pause the video, pause the audio, take a moment until you have, your intuitive knowledge, which of these cards and how many of them are going to be your personal message. All right, with these said, let's call them in. Aloha, my beautiful ancestors, my beautiful spirit guides out there, my own and the ones of everybody listening and watching this video. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting our journey, for helping us understand these cards, for receiving the right messages for this week that will support us going through a Mercury being in retrograde, an extraordinary full moon coming up, and the portal days going with it. We have one of the things that I want to share, one final thing that I want to share before I dive into the cards, just for you to know, because that's why, if you're asking yourself why the energies are so intense at this moment, it is because we are having so many planets in retrograde, right? I just mentioned since last week, we're having, Mercury in retrograde, but we also have, we have Uranus being retrograde until January. This is it's happening. It starts now on August 28th and goes up until 27th of January. So we have Uranus retrograde that is talking a lot about risk-taking and security. So this is the topics that we're going to have with Uranus, is everything that has to do with risk-taking and security inside of ourselves. So ask yourself, what are the things, how willing are you to be risky, or how much security do you need, right? To look at those topics. And we have Mercury in retrograde, as always, the one that tells us to be careful with, communications in general. And I think I mentioned it last time, how I believe that Mercury sometimes is being, has a very bad, what's it called? Bad reputation, because you're not supposed to sign contracts during Mercury retrograde and do this. And actually right now, at least that's the feeling that I had in last week's reading, was that Mercury was receiving that that embrace, that, hey, what if you can actually use that energy that usually brings up so much misunderstanding? What if that energy can actually help you if you follow, if you stay grounded, if you, really dig into your essential feelings to feel that, how you can use these energies to support you. So that's my that's my cup of tea on Mercury retrograde. The other thing that we have is we have a Neptune going retrograde that started back in June, and it's going to happen until December 6th. And that's all about, taking off the pink glasses. You know how when in the beginning, when you're in love, everything is beautiful. And then, after a couple of weeks, months, it just stops. Right. And so that's sort of like the disenchantment that Neptune is bringing to us, that I feel has been happening, with a couple of things. Then we have Venus, love and relationships and your work is being put on a looking table, so that you can look at it. If it's, how is it? What does it look like? What needs to be maybe changed, addressed, And that has another thing, that energy has been going on with us since June 22nd and will be with us until, September 3rd. So that's dying out this week. And then we have Saturn being retrograde, which Saturn is telling us, let's start doing. So I don't know if you've been feeling it. I've been feeling it very strongly, that it's like a lot of let's do. So it's a lot of hustle with Saturn happening as well. And that has been going on since June 17th and is still going to, be with us until November 4th. And last but not least, we have Pluto. Pluto is, I think, the longest one that we have, from May 1st until October 10th. And Pluto is the one that is actually, on the other hand, telling us to, take a breath. And I find it amazing that on one hand, we have, the hustling Saturn, and then the Pluto telling us to take a breath, because, that's how I feel the last couple of weeks have been, and probably are still going on. That it's, on one hand, you have a lot of doing stuff, but at the same time, I feel like there's a beautiful balance, on one hand of hustling, and then a beautiful balance of taking a break, taking it slow, right? I know it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but I hope you know and understand what I mean with these energies that are just with us. And the reason I'm telling you this is, again, I don't want you to... the reason I'm telling you this has to do with these wonderful cards as well, because I've created them, or I do the readings in this way. It's not, I don't want to have, it's not about making someone fearful or, saying like, oh my God, this is happening right now. No, I want you, and this is my wish for everybody listening into this. I want you to embrace the energies and see how you can use them for whatever is necessary for you. And that's why we're going to ask the cards. And I'm thankful for all the spirit guides that are here supporting me in doing so and finding the right words for you, so that you understand how you can use the energies that we're having right now to support you on your path to whatever you need in this moment. All right. I'm so excited. Let's get started. All right. So again, if this is you for the first time, on the top left, we're going to have the information for for this week, for the full moon with its 2 portal days. All right. So full moon on August 31st, portal days on August 31st and 1st of September. So this is how we're entering the next month, how we're releasing the August, and this full moon has its own energy. So this is why we have an extra reading for that. Then we have the general card reading from August 28th until September 3rd. All right, let's get started with the reading for the planets. No, sorry, not for the planets, for the full moon with the 2 portal days. And here we go. Wow. So we have the oracle energy, wait for important information. Wow. Okay. So let's do that. That's coming from the full moon. So that means for the next 2 weeks. So don't rush into decision making right away. Then we have, when I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. When I am grateful for what I have, I can feel good on the way to my desire. This is so amazing on so many levels, because again, the more we shift, energy flows where attention goes. Where are you putting your attention to, right? Then we have, each time I choose to tune into spirit guidance of the highest truth shows up to me. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Each time I connect myself with my spirit guides, guidance will show up, right? Remember that there is guidance. It just, you just need to focus on. And here we go again with being open to healing information. I find this so peculiar, and trust me, I really shuffled the cards so many times that we still have these 2 from last week as well in here. So there you go. There you have it. The portal days that we had last time, and then the Mercury, because this was Mercury reading as well, that is with us, that we have here. So be open for healing information. Apparently we need that. And wait for that information to come in. Have that. Be grateful and connect yourself with your spirit guides. Wow, beautiful. All right, that's the cards for the full moon. So this is for the next 2 weeks, or a little bit more or less. Interesting. Now here we're going to go with the energies for this week, starting from August 28th till September 3rd. And we have the snake, shed old skin, shed your old skin. Let go of what is not necessary anymore. Let go of whatever is, bothering you. Here we go. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. Here we go again. Align yourself with your spirit guides. This is the confirmation for what we received with the full moon cards. Align yourself with your spiritual guidance and trust that the information coming in is the one that you need and that it's going to help you. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Again, see, double alignment cards. So it's so important for this week to really be aligned with yourself. So practice as much as you can to center, to align yourself. Align your soul, your mind, your heart, align those 3 spots for yourself, bring them in, put them in alignment so that you receive the right information to move forward for this week. And, see, and now you know why you need alignment, because you have the fire guardian with you. Ignite your passion, bring it in, and live it as often as possible. That's what this week is going to bring for us. All right, and here we go again with the personal cards. So if you resonated with the left cards, these are your personal messages for the week. We have spring, see your seeds grow. See your seeds grow. So whatever you have been planting in the last couple of weeks, couple of months, this week you're going to be able to see something come out. And with this is not only actions to the outside, this can also be actions that you did on the inside, meditations that you did, healings that you did, where you're going to be able to see that for yourself this week. All right, another one is believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the results. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty in the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the results. Wow. So when this comes up, there might be a little bit of a doubt in there, for the general cards that we had up here that are talking about connecting yourself with your spiritual guides. All right. So bring that in. Try to practice as much as you can. What can you do more to bring that belief back into your life, believing in the guidance that you have? What might be missing, And then the last one that we have is Druid. Hold the space. It's time for yourself to hold the space. Hold the space. And I love this is coming up because, the first card that you had is See Your Own Seeds Grow. And it's about holding the space for whatever you set out there so that it can grow into whatever you need it to be. Beautiful. Let's go for the center cards. If these are yours, if you decided to, that resonated for you, then these are your personal cards. And we have, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. That is beautiful. And then we have true manifestations are powered by service and love. True manifestations are powered by service and love. Again, take a deep breath, breathe that in. Where can you be of service? Where can you spread more love? And please always be careful to not, overdo it for yourself. Be mindful of yourself, but within that realm, how can you maybe serve someone around you more and bring more love there? And your final card is Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Take time to reflect, to look at things, to see what you can do best. All right, beautiful. This is very nice for you, my darling. And here we go. If you resonated with the right-hand cards, these are your personal message for the week. And here we go with the great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. I love when this card comes up because it's a reminder of all the beautiful things that you have already transformed for yourself. Look at those. Make it, make yourself notes of what you have already accomplished on a spiritual level. Yeah. And then I don't have the fear to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I love it. So when fears come up, don't be afraid of the fear, because the fear can be a pointer as to where you should go. It can help you, guide you to where you should look into next. So if you see a fear coming up, don't try to push it away. Take a moment, try to see how you can heal that fear. And again, in my opinion, fear is the absence of love. So how can you bring more love into that, into whatever that moment is? We are afraid of so many things, afraid of not being loved, and I'm not talking about, being afraid of a spider or being afraid of heights. It's about, for yourself, are you afraid of whatever is making you afraid around you? Like, not being loved, not being enough, being too much. Look into that, don't just disregard it. And your final card is the Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Love and let yourself be loved. You're worthy of being loved. And when the fear comes up, is maybe you're afraid of, losing someone, or that you're not being loved enough. Allow yourself to bring that together for yourself. Don't be afraid of it. Right? And it's easy maybe for me to say, don't be afraid of it, but ask yourself, what can you do to bring in the courage to allow yourself to be loved? Whew, those are nice final words for this week's reading. And I forgot to mention in the beginning, for now, my beautiful soul, if you like my reading, please leave a comment. Let me know which one of these cards resonated with you and help you go through this week. I'd really love to hear. And if you're listening on the podcast, I know it's harder depending on the podcast app you're using to leave a comment, but you could always send me a message. I'd love to hear from you as to, how these cards resonate with your week. All right, with this, my beautiful soul, let's stand strong. Let's stay grounded. Let's be strong in our power. Let's be, patient with the information that wants to come in, and let's help each other ignite our passions inside of us of what we love doing. And with that, my beautiful souls, I hope and wish for you to have a wonderful and blessed week. And as always, keep surfing your energy wave. Bye, everybody.